Good morning, students. Let us see program number 11 from Core Java Programming Lab for 6th semester, which is write a program to demonstrate use of implementing interfaces. Okay. So before we go to the program, I just want to tell you what an interface basically is. An interface, as you all know, is a reference to a type in Java. So like uh, it's similar to a class. The only difference between an interface and a class, majorly, is that an interface usually is a collection of abstract methods. And what do you understand by an abstract method? An abstract method is a method which is defined or it's declared in a particular environment, but it is not. It does not have the body of the method. So let's say, for example, in a program, I'm going to make use of a display method, but I'm not sure how the body of the method is going to be. Now that I can do it later on in the class, but before I start the program, what I can do is I can put the display method as an abstract method using an interface. So what is the benefit of this? It's basically to keep all the methods in their abstract form using a particular reference. Okay, so it's another way of abstraction. So nobody will know what is actually in an interface unless they are able to locate the interface and open it. Okay, so this is another level of abstraction. The method body is not disclosed in an interface. It's only the name of the method or the method itself is defined there as an abstract method. So this is why an interface is used. Okay, and especially in inheritance, this kind of interfaces are used to achieve a certain level of abstraction. Okay, so using this now, we'll see how we are going to implement interfaces. So the name here is plural interfaces. That means we are going to have to implement not one, but at least two interfaces. So let's see the program now. Okay, so I have implemented two interfaces here. First one is an interface called printable. So all the abstract print methods I've put in here. Currently I have only one, which is of type public and return type void. So this is my first interface called interface printable. So when you are storing in Eclipse, there is an option called interface. You can store it under that. Otherwise, in a normal JDK environment, you can use normal class. So if I go here and go here, I have something called as an interface. So I have created a Java interface here. If you want to create it as a class, you can do it. It will still work the same. So now this is my first interface. Then next I have the second one. Now this one is all about showing. So just to show how this works, showable interface has one abstract method called show. Next, we come to the main program. In this main program, we are having two classes. One class which is implementing both printable and showable. Remember the keyword here. Whenever you are using interfaces, you will use the keyword implements. If you recall, for inheritance, we have used the keyword extends. But for interface, we will be using the keyword implements. So here we're going to do multiple interfaces. So we're separating them with a comma. If it's just one interface, we can simply use class demo implements printable. That's it. Now inside this demo class, which is implementing printable and showable, I'm going to define the method body for print. If you recall, print was part of interface printable, but it was declared in an abstract form without any method body, simply declared print. Now I'm going to define the method body. In the method body, I'm going to simply print an hello world message. Okay. The same thing I'm going to do with show. If you recall, show was an abstract method under interface showable. But now I'm going to give a method body to this. Simply I'm printing welcome. So done with so much. Now I come to the main class. In the main class, I have a main method wherein we'll have an object to refer to this class, demo D, and then using that object, we are going to call on print and show. So it's a very simple program which uses two interfaces and displays the output. The output is simply hello world and welcome. I'll show you the output now. Yes, hello world and welcome. Now, a simple question here would be, a very prominent one would be, what if I remove this part? I do not implement the interface at all. Will it still work? I have removed the reference to the interface. Will it still work? The answer is yes, it will still work because the print and show have been defined and declared both in demo. Then what is the use of interfaces? So as I told you, interfaces are only for method abstraction. So you can use interfaces to define abstract methods needed. So if you would remember, there is an interface that we use for creating threads, which is called as a runnable interface. Okay. Now, what are the different methods that have been defined there abstractly? We are not aware. It's hidden. Okay. But the moment we know about it, we can then define the method body under it. Okay. So run was one of the methods present in the interface runnable. Okay. So this is the use of using an interface and performing a certain level of abstraction. And this method of abstraction helps in maintaining more security and keeps it more hidden from the user. So now if we were to know the difference between an interface and a class, the class basically will describe attributes and behaviors of an object. But on the other hand, an interface will contain the behavior of that class. Okay? Behavior that a class will implement upon. Class may consist of different types of methods like abstract methods, concrete methods, but an interface only will have abstract methods. That means a method without a body. The members of a class can be of any access type like public, private, protected, default. But members of an interface are public by default. So this is how we are actually going to be using our interface. Hope you have understood the program. Thank you.